Okie dokie. I don't want to update random stuff. I'm supposed to. We are back, and what happened? Failed to decode packet custom payload? Okay, now it's fine. Scared me. Alright, we're gonna give it a minute to load. I believe my goal was to make little outposts on all of the places that I have waystones. And then on top of that, I'm working on my main base in a peaks biome that I did find. Sadly, it was off screen. But I've been trying to make sure that my build and all of that's been on stream. And we have announcements on the Cobblemon wiki that Axio and Noivad are both coming in the new update, so I'm even more excited. And yeah. I've got all of the peppercorns from here. Get back over to where we need to go. I need to mine up, which is a little difficult. Third pole up here and just start mining that hole. Because a lot of it's going to be dirt, which will go fast. It really only looks like a few layers on most of it, so. Some dirt. Oh, I have some dirt. I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I must have died right before I took it off. Blue, we got some. Oh, because I wanted to plant some of this, and I want to use some of this for tower. I do think I want to use birch. No, because bamboo is a little darker than birch, because then I wanted to do birch for the top layer, and then I wanted to cap it with calcite. That was perfect. Because I really, really love the calcite block, and I thought that would be a really pretty cap. Where it belongs. And acorns go in here. Animal products go. Got lots of bamboo. Got lots of stuff sorted. Alright, I'm actually gonna keep the birch saplings on me. Curious if I found any. I didn't find any new saplings. Okay though. I still need black and pink saplings, so I'll try to keep a better eye out for that. I know I've been trying to look for them actively when I'm out. Are quite elusive. Did get new mints though. Green ones, which would be nice. Regular base Minecraft. Don't think so. Okay, we've got a few new berries. That's really great. Can go in here. as for this area. A couple more eggs. Alright, I think we are sorted. Now I just gotta make don't fit are gonna be my base for trees. I guess trees is the wrong word, but that back in there. Back in here, and that in there. So then we have a good start. Before I get too close, yep, okay. We've got another pickaxe, so I should be fine. Over here. Damn it. Alright, so let's start here. Go till the other end of it here. And then we'll see how far we gotta go, but I need to have a sight line down to. Really wanna die, don't you? Or run alive. Once I dig down and I can see where I'm at, I can see how far I have to go in and how far up the mountain I have to go. Good, because I also need to have I'm running out of burnable material and I don't have renewable tree access. Like a little bit of a apricorn orchard and a forest for cutting down trees. First I just want to make sure I've got a bed, got kitchen, and I've got some decent storage. Hoping I'll be able to do all of that within the same. Also, it would be nice to have a little camping area too. Place for a portal. I'm gonna expand out the 2 towers above anyway to 4 towers. Make a proper castle, which would be nice and good. It's just it's a lot of mining, so I could also see like alternative castle designs too. I don't think that all castles necessarily have to have 4 towers. I could see if there's ones that have less. advantage of having towers on all four corners, you would be able to fight better. Walls would be more even. Having archery points in all four areas would be good, in theory. I am where I am. I don't need to have archery points. Hoping this will be more of a first server. Got a lot that I'm hoping to do. The pasture blocks, I want to try to make EV sanctuary area, a daycare building. I'm not sure really what I want to do with it yet, because I believe only one pasture block really works each Minecraft block radius, chunk radius. I think multiple people can put multiple mods in the pasture block, but there is a limit for how many mods the pasture block allows each individual person to put in. And fair enough, but also I have to choose what build do I want to do. I prefer to realize that I do this every time I'm part of a server. I am always trying to flatten a mountain, and I don't understand why that is my innate draw. The last time was because I wanted to build a village in a cavern, but I kept dying, so I was rage quitting, and I just wanted to flatten everything down so I had more room to expand my above ground village. I was trying to flatten a mountain, and then now it's because I want to build my towers, flattening a mountain again. I guess not to the ground, at least this time though. But yeah, I want to try to build like a little Loki zoo situation, would be fun. That's an idea I have. None of this is commitments to what I'm going to do. Just ideas that I have that I think would be fun to try at some point within this. Got my base done and some of that I need to do for quality of life. When I start getting into creative projects, I guess non-functional creative projects or less functional creative projects. Or maybe just to mention them here so that I could come back and take the ideas that I have now if I'm low in the future for ideas and I don't remember. I think it'd be super fun to do a bit of a zoo situation. Maybe not for every single mon. Do like a water exhibit, do a pasture situation, the cow mons. Or, you know, if I really hate myself, maybe I will do a zoo for every single mon in the decks, but I like to think that I don't hate myself that much. gotta go deeper necessarily. It really starts here. But I do have to go further out this way for sure. I already have a diamond shovel laying out on this floor, oh, this must go all the way to the ground. Opportunity 2. Top. Sure, anything on the ground that I can grab. Actually into the diamond shovel. Do I have a diamond axe somewhere? Cut down that tree. I don't think so. Let's go make. Oh no, I'm not getting low on diamonds. Thought I was, and then I remembered I put everything into blocks. Cobble chest. Fix the wall later. Trees. That's really the length trees. But hopefully that'll be good. And then it looks like this is probably... I need to go this way. A fairly long distance that way that I should be going. For now, I'm just going to mine layer by layer here, and then I'll go to the other side of everything. That way it kind of breaks down into chunks, though. Oh shit. Tis fair, tis fair. I really do need to at least make a campfire. Those logs. Okay, so 3 logs, 3 sticks, and a coal. Like, I think that recipe easier too. Thank you, devs. Just a second ago. Okay, sticks would be good. That these come back up once you put them down, but I am gonna need oh, this is already cooked. Good. And I'll have that for now. Do not have hoppers. I'm not sure if that's how that works anyway. I bet you it would be. Coffee is a glorious substance. I'm really curious how they're going to implement the aggressive mons. Because I had a lot of problems with fight or flight. Like freaking bell sprouts would come after me. And like there was no nice mons, only aggressive mons. Except for maybe some of the cow mons would just ignore me, but Like, I'm wondering how they're gonna implement that. I think it'll be interesting to see. Sorry about that. We got an important message back from somebody we've been waiting on, so I wanted to make sure that I told Husbando about that, and... to falls to face the earth again. Very much so. Not in the sense that you think. Just towards the people you thought they were. For better and worse. Like, right now, there's a lot of worse, but I've also experienced better. Sometimes you have to figure out how to love yourself. To figure out how to love the people around you. To figure out them when you never thought you would have to. Even don't want to. And in that sense, difficult. I feel like we overuse therapy. I've really discounted it because that way, seriously, there is a time and a place for it. As I've gotten older, as I've gotten through some of the stuff, but I do have a fair terminology to fulfill. And as growing up is hard. Play a child game. Because I enjoy it. Gosh. And die multiple times within this child game because I am not very good at it. Okay, I don't have to be. Oh, that's what made the noise. That's what made the noise. It was the big room. Hello, child. Or kitty cat.
was wondering where you went. I thought you just like...
Yeah, we had some pretty major family drama, so we've both been kind of breath.
died. I'm sorry.
Sucks. We're trying to get through it though, and I'm so thankful he is who he is, and that he's actually trying to work through it. And he talked with Chris and Ricky, and really great guys that gave him some good advice. And in the end, when it's just us and our child and our friends and some family, like the cousins and stuff, like life is good. Life is happy. Like I was trying to say, like I'm trying not to get too personal on the stream anymore. I've gone there a couple of times, but like just growing up is hard. Like life gets complicated, and people that you love and trust change for the better and the worse as time goes on, or you find things out about them, and it sucks.
People are always growing as well.
Sometimes I choose not to. You have to protect yourself and your family. Make those choices. But you also can't control their choices. And if you love them and you know a different choice would be better. We've been popping onto the main server. It just doesn't seem like anybody's like doing much, so we're like, is it dead? What's going on?
Oh no, there's stuff happening. It's just that you probably haven't noticed it. The item sorter is up and running. Me and Sean focused a couple days on that.
Nice.
I did take 1 or 2 days where I didn't play at all, but that was it.
I just wanted to make sure like you guys were still there, and we also had our own shit going on, so that was...
I also left you 2 shulker boxes in front of your door.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see those. I was trying to work on some like cow cookers and stuff, but my design flopped, and then we ended up logging off for it.
I mean, that's fine. You know, it's not a job.
Right. But I was just trying to explain where we've been.
Yeah.
How are you? How's stuff going?
I'm presumably doing a little bit better. Life's been just kind of like work, chill, work, chill. Just very kind of monotonous currently. At least this week. This weekend actually, I can't say that. I was actually out of town. I was in Cleveland for a wedding. That was nice.
Hopefully fun. Sometimes they can be
It
fun.
was.
Good, good.
It was a couple that was like long overdue to get married. Like,
Gotcha.
they had been dating for like 9 years. And they did 6 of those years long distance, doing their PhDs separated from each other.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a strong couple.
I know, I was like, you know, there is no adversity that will top that. That is insane.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so happy for them.
Super happy. Like, I'm shaking, but I don't know if it's because of my anxiety or because I'm cold. So I'm trying to like see if there's a blanket I could grab without disturbing my cat to see if I'm cold. Oh well, it's whatever. I'm super happy for them too, even though I don't even know them.
Yeah, and it was nice to also just go to a wedding and see all my friends from NC State since I haven't seen them in 3 or 4 months now. Much needed little social gathering.
Yeah, I got that a little bit too. I went, I finally like showed up to a kind of a the uncle does like brunches, mostly for the grandma, but he invites a few people, and he let us come. And so we went, and I got to see like the cousins. She's got like a really busy life, so she sometimes kind of falls off the face of the earth, which is fine. And I got to kind of reconnect with them recently, and that was like super fun and nice. So I get that that nice like breathing feeling of seeing people.
Do they live pretty far?
No, they live in I should probably not say on stream actually. They live in town.
Like 30 minutes, 20 minutes?
I want to say close to like between 30 and 40 minutes away from us.
So not like a, you know, common place to visit, but not too far.
I'm pretty used to driving that far for stuff. Whenever it's not an active stressor on my life, I don't mind driving that far. And for them, they feel like a breath of fresh air and sanity. So I'm more than happy to drive the drive. But she's going through nursing school and stuff. Plus, they've got their like almost 4-year-old daughter and their sons and stuff between houses. Like her husband has an ex with 2 kids with her, so it's just a crazy life, but they're good people. She's been very protective of me, and I'm really thankful of that. Lord knows I've needed it. I mean, I could probably just pause stream out if anybody's watching anyway and just tell you if you want to know.
It's super early in the morning.
Okay, I was like, it is some pretty heavy shit.
I was saying, like, odds are no one's watching, like, a stream right now.
Oh yeah, no, it's super early in the morning. But I was just saying, like, I was just streaming because I was online, but if you want to chat about stuff, I'm willing. But it's also heavy, so it is pretty early in the morning for heavy shit, and you're totally okay to say no.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna say no, but not because, like, I can't handle it, but because I just don't think my responses right now are gonna be, like, super appropriate.
Okay.
Just because, like, my headspace is, like, very, like, rattled, it's still the morning. Like, I'm gonna say something just, like, weird and potentially offensive, but, like, accidentally, do you know what I mean? Like, not intending to say something hurtful, it just comes out the wrong way.
I don't think that you could with this situation, but I'm also gonna respect your no. I'm just saying, you're probably fine. Oh.
Yeah, it's just gonna require a lot more attention than my brain is ready to give.
Yeah, sure, you're good. But yeah.
I mean, I'm just flying around in Minecraft. I'm not even building. Like, I'm looking at building stuff, and I'm just like not even thinking.
Yeah. I'm working towards getting back to a building point. But I've got like all of this stuff to mine out on like my Cobblemon server, so I'm just doing that right now. I was just gonna go back and sleep some more, but that's super not constructive when you're just not feeling good. It's a depression symptom, so I'm trying to not let myself do that too much.
Yeah, unless it's like actual like exhaustion or tired, like legitimately.
Well, it is, but it's like an emotional, psychological exhaustion, not a physical exhaustion.
Okay. Yeah, that's a clear distinguishing difference.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, take care of yourself.
Yeah, I got my
a good priority to have. Oh, that's what I'm missing!
Caffeine?
What am I doing?
Man,
Yeah, I
what do
don't
you
have
do
any
without
coffee.
caffeine? What the heck?
No, you know what I was thinking about? But when I woke up, I wanted to finish this farm I started yesterday. I started building a honey farm,
Yeah.
and I finished it, but like I didn't have enough glass bottles, so I was just doing that this morning.
Mm. And you just forgot.
Yeah, I just forgot to make coffee because I was so close to finishing it.
Yeah, I get that.
Although it is a lot of glass bottles. It's somewhere close to like almost 2,000, so it's just like rinse
Nice.
and repeat, make glass
Oh
over and
yeah.
over.
Dig up a freaking whole beach.
Yeah, well, actually, I've been getting it all from villagers,
Oh,
funny enough.
nice.
Um,
Using your trade station, that's good.
yeah, the trade station, it also has finally all diamond tools, unbreaking, silk touch, like,
Beautiful. Man,
it's
you're gonna have to show me
almost
how to use
complete.
that. I'm.
The only thing I need right now still is, I need efficiency and fortune and looting and sharpness. 4 enchantments and I'm done, I think.
Nice. I just been. I found my peaks biome that I've been looking for in the Cobblemon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of dragonmons that spawn in the peaks biomes. Or at least a
Yeah, I
couple.
remember you mentioning this.
Yeah. So I finally found it. Turns out on the inside of the mountain is a lush cave, which is
Oh.
amazing because a lot of the other dragonmons that don't spawn on the peaks spawn in the lush cave. So I'm making my home right in between the layers, between the lush, like kind of inside the lush cave on the top of it, right underneath the peaks.
Are you trying to like fully fill the Pokedex?
Oh yeah,
Or Cobbledex,
I did
I
try.
guess.
My first challenge is always to find all the dragonmons though. And it was funny because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for stream. And then I was like, as if it was a new idea, I was like, guess what? Sean, I figured out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find all the dragonmons. And he went, yeah, like you do every time. And I'm like, you're right.
That's funny. You know, I'm gonna mix it up. Today's gonna be a tea only day. I'm not gonna have coffee.
Nice. I do that too. It does make you feel better.
My throat feels kind of like itchy, so you know it's better to have tea to kill it before it gets bad.
Definitely. Also honey if you have it.
I do not. It's something that's like a little weird in the territory of like veganism.
Yeah, that's true.
Where it's for me, the way I treat it is like I won't purchase it knowingly, but like if it's accidentally in something, like I'm not gonna stop eating it. I'll just like finish what I have.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm at a restaurant, like I'm not gonna ask like for something else. Like I'll just be like, whatever, it's honey. It's not the end of the world.
That's totally fair. I do sometimes forget that it technically is an animal product.
Yeah, and I've seen like good arguments for it being considered like a ethical product versus not an ethical product. Because that's the part I care about is like, does something have to suffer for me to eat it?
Yeah, and I guess the argument would be, well, like, no, it's a product of conservation and symbiosis or whatever. But yeah, I also get how it gets
yes and no. But like, it's like, does a bee really suffer in the act of having its honey taken from it? And the way I saw it phrased is like, if you had a kid that had like a disability that required them to be like taken care of by their parents forever, but the parents provide like the housing and the food and like all the support the kid needs, but the kid has some hobby that like turns a really big profit that makes it a lot easier to support the kid. It's not. I wouldn't consider that exploitation to render money from that to like
help. You're not taking the hobby away from the kid. You're not.
Yeah,
the kid's not really using the product significantly, so.
Like if they just make scarves or something weird, like.
And then they're
it's just because they enjoy knitting. Yeah, it's better than throwing out the scarves. Like.
Yeah.
So like that's the argument that like I saw that was like, you know what, I can see how this is ethical, but then there's a lot of places where it's also unethical because they displace the native bee population
Mm,
with like a honeybee like specific one, and it like
yeah.
kills a lot of native wildlife.
Yeah. Yeah. I on the positive
Sorry,
end of things too, it's like also when a bee is a captive bee, they'll
Mhm.
often make more honey so that they're not affected too. And a beekeeper is if they're care about their hive, they're going to not take too much from the bee population
Yeah.
because they want them to have enough store for winter. They want them to have enough store to raise their young. But then
And
again, there's always
beekeepers,
bad eggs in every industry.
yeah. And I would say beekeepers, by and large, generally have better intentions than most like uh, other animal product
Animal,
like
yeah.
production like areas.
Mhm.
I don't even think it's like the farmers themselves that are like bad people. I think it's like
No.
the industry practices that force them to be bad people.
Well, I also think it's big big companies too. Just like
Yeah. I
when
mean
anything
that's
gets
what I mean by the
industrialized,
industry.
yeah, when anything gets industrialized, it becomes like you're not looking at the animals anymore, you're looking at the profits. And when you start only
Hmm.
looking at profits, everything goes down the crapper. Like it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be alive. Like we're all watching it with the games industry right now.
Yeah,
So
it's wait,
like
what's happening in the games industry?
it's just like what's happening
Oh
with
shit, I walked away from Minecraft in the middle of the night. Fuck.
oh no.
Oh gosh. I left my
Uh,
villagers like open, so I need to go sleep like immediately.
oof.
If I lost my villagers, I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah. But
Also, bees don't make honey
I
at
mean
night.
the choices that Nintendo and some of these other companies are making that they already were starting to make, so everybody's like, well, this isn't anything new. But they're just being super overt about it at this point. That they don't really
Oh,
care.
like greed?
Yeah, well, they don't really care about the people they're making the games for. They don't really care about the actual games they're making anymore. They just want to turn a profit. And then if nobody
Yeah.
buys their game, it's our fault as the consumer, not their fault as the person making the shitty game. So, like, we're all watching that happen. It's about profit margins, not about quality, not about consumers that care about their franchises and their products. And it's not just Nintendo, it's a bunch of companies. Wizards was doing it a year or two before, where they were
Yeah.
basically saying, we're going to figure out how to monetize people's creativity because we need to make as much profit that our investors aren't
Yeah,
getting
it's
enough.
driven by investors.
Yeah,
No, it's so um evil to me.
it
Like,
is.
I think a good rule of thumb is when a company goes public,
Mm-hmm.
it will usually start to choose the most unethical decisions.
It just sucks.
I think
And
there's only one exception I can think of off the top of my head, and it is Costco, whose
mm,
stock does not skyrocket because they intentionally aim for the lowest profit margin.
mm.
Look at it, where else are you finding cashiers that get paid 35 an hour?
I mean, fair. I mean, it does mean that when we do make our choice, I'm probably gonna advocate for Costco because right now we're trying to figure out when we do get a membership for bulk buying when we don't do Restaurant Depot anymore, like what what membership should we try to aim for? And
I would go Costco just purely on
yeah.
ethics of the other ones.
Hmm.
And price point, they're about the same, all of them.
Yeah. That's why we were trying to make a decision, but we're not also not at the point where we're out of Restaurant Depot territory yet. And
Mhm.
it'll be more important if we have more kids, but we're not there yet either, and we're dealing with a bunch of family drama shit, so
Is
it'll
that something you guys do want?
yeah, we've discussed we're both agreeing fully to 2, and then
Mhm.
I mean I'd like 3 to 5, but he's willing to discuss the third when it comes time. And
Okay.
he's not super open to any more than that, which I respect. So it really will just depend on where we're at financially. Is really his concern is finances and timing. So where are we at in life when we're having kids so that when we retire, where are we going to be? I don't think that logically. I
It is a very mature point of view. I actually have to agree with that.
I'm much more of an emotional thinker. So for me, it's just like I want to be surrounded by family. I want to create the family I didn't have. I want to parent and and be the mom like that I saw in my mom, but that my mom she couldn't be because of her situation.
Hmm.
Um, so that's like my emotional thinking. But I completely respect well, if we can't afford it, if we can't emotionally invest in the children coming forth, if we're gonna literally die being parents and not be able to return to ourselves at some point, and him not being okay with that, I respect all of that. Like, and
I think
having,
you want that too, and you just probably don't even realize it. Like
I
I
I
mean,
do want to be able to come back to ourselves for sure. Like I understand the desire and I respect it. Um, I I have many feelings on multiple ends of all of this. If that makes any sense.
yeah, no, I get it. It's because it's like you can't have like everything, right? That's
Right.
the problem. It's sacrifices.
Yeah,
Um,
and compromises. Like you're never gonna be 100% happy if you're compromising, but compromise is super important to relationships.
yeah.
So, like healthy compromise, I suppose I should clarify. But I, I I respect his wants and needs just as much as I'm trying to advocate for my own. And it was something interesting that before him, I didn't even think I was going to get married. I had a lot of fear and I guess trepidation is the word coming to mind of like I
Oh, what
thought
a
I was
fancy word. Ooh.
yeah, I know. I was trying to think of a different word and that's the word that was popping in my head and I went,
Let's go with it.
I was like, okay. But I didn't think I was going to be a good mom. And I'm so happy and proud of myself that I am a good mom. But before him, I was terrified that I was going to be a horrible mom, that I was going to be a horrible partner. I didn't want to do that to someone. I wasn't going to get married. I was going to have kids. I didn't know how functional I was on the autism spectrum. And I had just been diagnosed pretty late in life, and it was just a disaster. And I only want all of this because he's my partner, you know. So also his his wants and needs have a very heavy pull as well, just as much as mine do.
I mean, that's good. Like, I think that's like one of the most important things. The partners, they make you want to be a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I was actually talking to one of my coworkers yesterday. We were talking about like just like relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and I was using an example of like how I have never gone on like a Europe trip, but like I intentionally haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I would want to go with like a romantic partner because I would want it to be like grand and amazing for them. Like I'd want to put on like a spectacle for them.
That's
Versus like I
important.
mean, if I went with like Jack and like
The
whoever,
bros trip.
like yeah, I'd be like we're staying in the cheapest hostel. We're packing in like sardines. We're eating this moldy baguette. Stop it. You're eating.
Gelato dinner for like the 18th time in a row.
Yeah, like but having her, teaches me to also just be more patient and like
Yeah.
um try new things. And I don't know, like she also teaches me a ton of stuff that's like cool and I otherwise just would not know about.
That's so great.
Um
Yeah.
I mean, I think part of that also is because she comes from such a just completely different culture.
Mm.
Um have I actually do you know anything about my girlfriend?
I was like, ooh, you
Okay.
got a girlfriend? But I wasn't gonna push too hard about it.
Uh, we've been dating for 8 months now.
Nice.
Um,
Well,
like very
congrats for
technically
sure.
on paper, like 7 months, but
Mhm.
we're nearing a year since we went on our first date.
That's
Um,
awesome.
but she's actually from Africa. She's from Uganda specifically.
Okay, cool.
Uh, so just culturally, there's like a ton that like I've never seen before. That it's like her lived experience.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, there's also just tons of like growth and like whatnot on my end.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've always been a little bit like patient, so I can like I think that's something that she's also growing from me.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I don't know. It's good,
Yeah, I'm so
but I
glad.
don't really know how to put it in words.
I'm so happy for you and congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I definitely relate to that. Like, not only like have I had more freedom to explore what do I want in life and do
Hmm.
I feel like I'm capable of it with this person, but also opening myself up to going through some pretty difficult stuff. And through that, I mean, I call them shitty silver linings because it's shitty what you have to go through to get to them sometimes. But I've become, and I couldn't have gone through all of this without him. And I've become a stronger mother. I've become a more confident mother. I've, I'm, I'm more confident in who I am. I mean, I still struggle with self-worth, but I'm much more confident that at the very least, I put a good effort into being a kind and good person. And,
I think that's a value that is so undervalued in modern society.
yeah,
Kindness.
it is. And, and, and and not just niceness, but actual kindness. And
Yeah, I agree with the distinction.
yeah, and so I do feel like he has helped me become a better person just by being a stable, patient rock in my life, you know,
Hmm.
and being able to say, no, I know you messed up, but I love you. Like let's work through this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about like what do we need to do moving forward. But I'm here with you, you know.
I was talking to actually Chris. I'm just gonna use her name, Crystal, yesterday about this. Like,
Mhm.
it was one of my least favorite things about like what online dating has done to like the dating scene. Is like
Mhm.
it makes people so unwilling to accept any flaw.
Yeah.
Um, and like I hate like when people discuss like, oh, look out for these red flags or these green flags or like they're a human. Like unless it's like they're a pedophile. Like if it's like something egregious,
Yeah, and
you're not gonna find the perfect person. The perfect person is probably already married and has 3 kids, like because they've had that much time to work on themselves. Like
and there are
you'll get
things
there.
to look out for, but I don't know. I had a lot better success when I stopped looking for flaws and I started looking for qualities I wanted in someone. Like,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
have a checklist, but my checklist was positive things. What do I want in, like, what person am I looking for? What are the things that I'm looking for in someone? Like, and it was just normal stuff. Like, I want them to be able to say I'm sorry. I want them to
Yeah.
have a full-time job, or be a full-time student with a part-time job and be motivated. I want them to know how to do basic house chores. Like, just things that over time I've seen that I don't want to repeat in a partner, that like I could have gone the negative route of saying I need to look out for somebody who doesn't have these qualities, but instead I was like I need to look for somebody who does have these qualities. And I think that mindset helps a lot with dating. Like, I think I'm talking a lot of words, but I think I'm trying to agree with you by saying
You are.
this
You are.
stuff. Yeah. Like,
Um, no, I feel very similarly because I think people also can feel when they're being like judged at like a date. Like the worst thing as a guy, not the worst, there's a lot of worse things, but one really annoying thing is when you're on a date with a woman and it just feels like she's testing you,
Yeah.
or like checking if you check the boxes, because it feels like an interview. It doesn't feel like a date. It's a two-way
Right.
street, you know?
Amen.
So it's like I try to be patient, but often it ends up the same way, where it's just like a woman who's just like looking for a set of traits, like a man as a possession.
Right.
Um,
Right. And for
it's
neither,
like no, we're both
neither
humans.
gender,
Like,
yeah, like neither gender should have to deal with that shit. Like
yeah, it's
that.
stupid.
It's just an awful way to look about human beings.
Hmm.
Um. But yeah, I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you. It was funny. The very first night we met, like a different girl was like trying to flirt with me,
Yeah.
and she thought I was like going with her.
Oh
But
no.
what was actually happening was like I was just like I was not doing a good job of like rejecting this girl's advances. Um, but I was keeping enough distance to make it clear I wasn't gonna like try and go home with her or anything.
Right.
But from the outside, it didn't even look like that. So I guess, you know, I probably wasn't doing that good of a job.
Oh
Um,
no.
but because like you kind of see my mentality, I don't buy into like dating games, like playing
Right.
games while dating. Like
Right.
I miss a ton of cues that are just like super obvious to like her. Like we'll be watching a show and I'll be so confused. Like, why is she doing that? And she'll like look at me like, "Are you stupid? They're flirting." And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah. I can't say I'm much better. I'm literally diagnosed professionally, so. uh,
See, if I put everything through the lens of like, "Oh, are they flirting?" Like yes, I will find a lot of it, but I'm also gonna misidentify and misread situations, like just like coworkers flirting with me, like.
right. Yeah. I think that was something I'm thankful for how obtuse Husbando is. Because he has a lot of people, like, whenever he was working at the bar. Like, he would get hit on all the time, but he doesn't
I
know.
just now realize it.
And his coworkers would, like, laugh and, like, rib him for it. And he'd come home and be like, I didn't even know. And I'm like, you're good.
You know what? That's a huge green flag. I'm gonna start telling my like girlfriends that are like still single, like that's what they should be looking for, to be honest. Like us guys who are just totally oblivious, because you'll never have to worry about cheating.
Yeah.
Like even if there's bad intentions, like we're
Never.
too stupid to successfully act upon it.
It was so funny. I love that man so much. It's so hard right now because, like, I have problems with, like, a lot of stuff going on, and he's taking it really personally, and I'm just like, this doesn't mean I love you any less. Like, we're struggling, and some of the stuff is a really big struggle for you, especially, but, like, it doesn't mean that I love you any less, and it's been a really hard concept for him. I love him so much, though.
Is he just like out doing stuff right now?
Yeah, he's working. He left some recently for work.
Okay.
He's got mid-shift today.
Ugh. Do not envy. I do appreciate having a 9 to 5. I'm very lucky. I think people don't recognize how uncommon 9 to 5s actually are.
They really are super uncommon.
They're only common among like kind of middle upper class and above.
Yeah, a lot of corporate jobs too, just like office jobs, but it's just
A lot of them I don't consider real jobs though.
mm,
I consider them money pushing jobs.
that's fair.
Uh, like there's a certain degree to which management and etc. is like necessary, but I do think it is very overinflated.
I really agree with that. I really do. With food industry, you don't, like, no matter, I guess, like, at the very upper echelon of food industry, you can kind of pick your schedule. Like, if you are the head chef, like, you could probably, but not really. I mean, the higher you
I
go,
mean,
the
you
more
can't
you have
go
to
into
put
it
in.
unless you love it. Like,
Yeah.
it's so toxic and so bad.
Yeah. And he's in management right now, so it's, I mean, potentially less toxic, although things are getting a little tricky there too right now. Poor guy. And but you can't really pick, like, you can try to kind of maneuver the hours in your benefit, but, like, you still can't really pick your hours, no matter where you are in the food industry.
Fortunately, yeah.
I was agreeing with the 9 to 5s are super rare and just relating that to Joseph. Oh, he's found out. Really trying to start weeding out any saying people's names in their close personal life, and then if anybody doesn't want to have their name on
I
there.
mean, Joseph's a common enough name that
True.
I don't think you're really doxing anything.
Definitely my last name, so.
Yeah. And I don't think we call any one of our friends by their last name.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But, yeah, who's trying to take a bath? My whole body, my whole mind right now is in, like, fight or flight, right? So I'll keep coming back to that topic because my brain is like, but this topic. So, hopefully I'm not annoying.
No, I get it. Like, it's in your mind right now. Like, it's not just gonna disappear.
Tried to have a friend over, because whenever we scheduled, I had, like, kind of started to get life back together after, like, the first, well, it was not the first, it was second, like, major, I think, blow up, and then, like, there's been little ones and just difficulties the whole way around, but I was starting to get back into routine, managing our house really well, getting streaming pretty consistent, getting some other hobbies going, figuring out where to reach out and make some more girlfriends, and then all of this blew up, and she came over, and my house looks like a bomb went off. I am a disaster mentally right now, and I'm so sorry. So I'm just...
Was this like a close friend, or?
Yeah, she's a closer friend. I mean, she's not gonna judge me, but she did go, girl, you guys need therapy. Like, you guys need professional help. I'm like, after like, Chris and Ricky already said that, I might go to looking for stuff. At the very least for him, but maybe for both of us. Because the situation is just really shitty. And it has nothing, like, it's not his fault. None of this is his fault. He puts it all on himself, but it's not. None of it is his fault. It has to do with stuff from his past and stuff, like, so, and current problematic relationships. I'm still...
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm trying not to, like, get super into the weeds
I'm
of
being
it.
vague because I'm trying to respect your no, but, and also I don't, like, I'm still on stream. But, it's just, I'm also trying to explain what I mean by I keep coming back to the same topic and explaining where I was with my friend at the time, so.
No, and I hope you don't interpret this as like a I don't care about it.
Not at all. And also, like, I want to respect boundaries that people have, you know, like, I want to practice being good about that, so.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Even if I'm having a hard time talking about other stuff, I still do want to at least do my best to respect whatever boundaries are in front of me. And I don't take it personally. I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, I want to get another kitten.
Maybe not right now.
Like, we've already been talking about it. This would be a great chance to distract myself. but yeah, probably not right now. But the other day, Just Games, I guess, had a kitten meet and greet, and I thought it was like the day of, and I was like, so, Husbando, this is pretty tempting. But it turned out it was like 5 days before I saw the post anyway, so I was like, I don't even get to tease you about it. It's funny, because he's actually the one who brought up multiple opportunities to have a kitten. Because
Really?
his coworker had some kittens that she's giving away for free. And, but she's not vaccinating them, and she's giving them away as soon as possible at 6 weeks. And although I have no judgments for her personally, for us, adopting a cat that was taken away that early from its mom, I'm not super comfortable with, because usually 8 weeks is the pretty solid number that you want to aim for. And, and also vaccinations and spay and neuter is pretty expensive. Damn it! Alright. Sorry, I just died. But it's okay, because I play baby Minecraft. So I'm not sure that I want to adopt a cat that doesn't already have all that stuff going on for it. I mean, or at least have the appointments set up. Like a lot of times with foster to adopt or young adopts like that, they'll be like, hey, the cat's too young or the dog's too young, but we already have a paid for set up appointment. You just have to show up. And so I have some reservations about that opportunity, but he was like, look, free cat, and I was like, I really want to because they're cute, but also I'm trying to be smart about this. But it also makes me happy that he thinks of me in that way, because, like, we've already gone over, like, animals aren't his interests, like, they're not, like, he likes them, okay, but they're not something he thinks about owning, if, like, I'm communicating that appropriately. Like, it's I want to take care of things. I don't like living a life without pets, so it's him thinking of me and what we've talked about me wanting. That is the reason he goes, hey, look at this opportunity, which is really sweet.
That is sweet.
I do want to get a kitten though, for our next, partially for Minnie, because she's a very motherly cat, and I think it would be nice to give her that opportunity. I know a lot of people say cats are solo animals and you don't really have to get another cat, and I think that's true for a lot of cats, probably more true more often for cats than dogs, but I don't believe that Minnie is a solo cat. He very much seeks out companionship and affection from other people. She was in a cat cafe socializing with other cats, so that's why we've been discussing getting another cat. I'm excited for the day it happens. I never want to put myself or him in a position where we're impulse buying an animal ever again. I had a really bad experience.
Yeah, I mean, animals require so much care.
Yeah. Well, if you remember the dog I had, like, and he ended up having, like, genetic aggression and stuff, like, I don't ever want to do that ever again.
No, it's a ton of anxiety and whatnot as well.
It's also awful for the animal. I was completely ill-equipped to take care of something like that. Like, I did everything I could, but I'm sure somebody else could have done better, you know? And I didn't set myself or the animal up appropriately for that. So, never again. No impulse buying animals.
I support the rule of thumb. But I am also a vegan with a bias.
When we got Minnie, we went to a cat cafe, and we had like some boxes to check. Like, I wanted a cat that was gonna most likely stay small because we were still in the apartment. I mean, it was a big apartment, but like the more room we can give them, the better. And if they're small, it works out.
Yeah. The world looks so much bigger.
Yeah. And they have to like men. A lot of cats, if they're coming from situations, they don't like men. So I was like, I wanted a very social cat. I wanted a very social, generally small cat. My childhood cat was like a gray, almost blue Persian kind of cat. And I was like, well, if there's any qualities like that, that'd be cute, because it would call back to my childhood cat. But it doesn't have to happen. And we found Minnie, and she curled right up on Joseph's hand and fell right back asleep, and like just stayed there with him, and it was very sweet to us. And so we were kind of like, okay, this is the cat. But everybody remembers it as an impulse buy, because the first cat that we really tried to mesh with at the cat cafe was the one we got. But we went to like so many rescues, and I think at least one other cat cafe before we got Minnie. So I was like, she wasn't really an impulse buy. I mean, she was same day, but we went to great lengths to look, and it was just lucky. Lucky we found a kitty cat that matched us so well, so fast. She's what, 7 pounds as an adult, so she's a pretty small cat, even though she thinks she can take a chicken that's 3 times your size. I'm like, nah girl, you are not facing up to a raptor 3 times your size. Sorry. She gave me a look. But she's super social. She'll like come over and sniff and try to be pet by anybody that comes in that she thinks is a stable person, or at least that will pet her and be nice to her. I think, I'm trying to think if she's ever not gone up to anybody, and I don't think so. I don't know if they have to be stable vibes. I think she just was like, pet me, love me.
What a cutie.
The best. She barely scratches furniture. She pees where she has to pee. Like, she's the best cat. So. I explained planted some herb seeds recently.
Ooh, which ones?
Like oregano, thyme, lemon balm, rosemary, basil, some catnip.
Hell yeah.
A couple varieties. I think it's the same variety, but a couple different brands. I think I was just curious. And I'm finally getting some sprouts, so I'm excited about that. Trying to grow them inside so I can have them through the winter. And we can just go and pick them when we're cooking. So,
I support.
yeah, I was really happy to see that there was some life. I was just telling Minnie, while she doesn't scratch furniture, she does quite like insulation. Hey.
Cats yearn for asbestos.
Well, it's these like foam, like insulation board things that, so in the house we're in right now, there was like an addition that never got finished, and it's been like that for years and years and years. So, eventually we're gonna put some plywood up, as baby boy starts to go up and down the stairs more, and is around down here with us more because we don't want him getting in anything. But Minnie has decided that the foam boards are gonna be super fun to play with and scratch on. Like, stop it! I'm gonna have to get her some of those like cardboard scratchy post things and put those over by Husbando's desk. Because when she has stuff to scratch on, she's even better. Like, she's usually really good about like the couch and stuff. She won't ever go over there. But when she does have something that she's scratching on that I don't want her to, if I put other stuff that's more appealing to scratch on, she'll just go to that. Friend sent me like a care package when we moved, and it had some coffee in there, and I just ground up the beans. It's actually pretty good coffee. I'm really thankful. Didn't realize how
That's really nice.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't realize how local the Finger Lakes brand was. You don't see
Yeah, I
it.
guess we take it for granted, you know, that it's from around here.
Yeah. Like where we live now, there's only like 4 bags in the grocery store to choose from, and it's not very fresh. So, coming from where we were, where there's literally the cafe down the street that the guy owned, like, so I'm like, oh, okay.
I know you can order beans online to like roast yourself, but I think it actually ends up more expensive,
Yeah.
strangely enough.
At some point I'm hoping just to make it down there again, because like I do want to see my friends, and I think with one of them, like I have 2 pretty good friends over there that I know really well at this point, and I'm gonna go to do a zoo trip with one of them with our kids, and there's the other one. She works full time, so I'm trying to find time with her, and she's trying to find time with me. She's the one who sent the care package. This is related to Finger Lakes coffee somehow. I think we go out for coffee a lot, and I was hoping like maybe when I visit that we can go get some more Finger Lakes coffee or something. My brain just shorted out, and I don't know exactly what I was gonna say, but that's my best guess.
You're good.
You guys have any like favorite date spots at this point?
Let's see. Sort of, but like I feel like it's not a consistent like date spot. It's like different venues or areas or like I mean we don't really go on dates to just purely like hang out. We do like activities.
Okay.
Because if we need to or if we want to hang out, we'll just go to like some coffee shop where that we also use as like a work spot.
Yeah.
But like a work quote unquote like we like work, but like we're more just kind of talking and goofing than we are working.
Yeah. That's the best though. That's what coffee shops are for. I was curious because I know Husbando really likes the same places, so we would go and explore and find like restaurants that don't have like too expensive food. But
Mm-hmm.
then whenever we found a place we liked, we ended up just sticking with it.
See, I enjoy trying new places. I think it's just super fun to like go and explore. But like specifically when I have someone, if I don't have someone, it's like
Yeah. Yeah. When I used to live in Cali, they would have these spots that were mostly, I think their hours were geared towards college students, because they would be open till like 2 a.m., like crazy, late, and so it was really fun finding places like that. They were coffee
mhm.
shop kind of, like they were coffee shops, but they would also sell like food and stuff. Like proper cafe, I suppose. And so when I was younger, it was really nice to go find those places where I could just decompress and do college work or whatever I needed to do.
Mhm.
Definitely relate to liking coffee shops a lot. Do you guys do like escape rooms or anything?
No, funny enough, I would say escape rooms are the one thing I like just hate.
No, no.
Like this is something I felt passionate about for years. Like I hate escape rooms.
Why?
Um, because to me the way they end up is either I am the one solving everything,
Mm,
um, and it's then I feel bad because it's not that fun for everyone else,
mm,
or someone else is solving everything and I'm just kind of like too late to the punch on every part,
mm.
and it's just not fun for me.
Gotcha.
So either way, I'm just not enjoying myself.
That's fair. I definitely like. I really like them when it's just Husbando and me, or it's like Husbando, Ricky, Anna, and me, because we all end up finding our own niches and like what we want to do for what part of the problem solving. But whenever it starts to add more people than that, then it definitely gets to the point where it's like, okay, so I guess I'm just gonna stand over here in this corner. 'Cause-
Yeah, I think that standing in the corner is a very accurate description of how I feel like
Mhm.
it's gone for me in the past, so I don't like it, and I'm okay with it because they're pretty expensive anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna try and force myself to like something that's expensive, you know?
That's fair.
Versus like, I don't know, like if it's like a cheap food, I'll be like, it tastes better than I think it does.
Yep. Yep. I think we get like that sometimes when we're looking for like a new Chinese place or new sushi place or something. That's just it's a little bit more expensive than the other place, but you know what? I mean, it's closer. it's good enough.
She does like to dance a lot, so we've gone dancing quite a few
Well,
times.
that's fun. Like what kind of dancing?
Um, she does a lot of like Latin dance.
Cool.
She also has like more traditional dances from like where she's from, but
Yeah.
I've learned quite a few.
Yeah.
And I would say actually we were among the better dancers at the wedding we were just at.
Heck yeah.
Um, which is a pretty good feeling, like to, you know, actually know now how to dance. I've been like learning.
Mhm.
Um, the control she has over her like limbs and everything though, Jesus Christ, I cannot do that. Like
That's awesome. Yeah, dancers are hella strong. Like even if they don't look
her
it, they're generally super strong.
her core is absurd. And I'm just like I work out, but I just feel like jelly. Like
Mhm.
I'm like I am not moving the way I want to move, and it is embarrassing.
It just takes time. Time and practice,
Yeah.
just like working out.
hmm
But I mean, I know that logically. But I can't say I'm any better.
You know, I don't think this tree is something I can finish in the next like month or so.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to tear it all down and just make some kind of like simple ring-like structure around my mob farm.
Sure.
But I really don't want to go through with chopping all of the wood.
Fair.
It's quite a lot of work.
And if you do something like a TNT thing, you're gonna just tear the mob farm down too.
Yeah. Because I'd rather not put the energy into this. I'd rather put the energy elsewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was like, the Tree of Life thing looks really freaking cool. Honestly, even if you leave it like that, it still looks really freaking cool.
yeah, I could just finish the back end of the rings.
Mm,
Um, and then just canopy.
yeah, literally. Like, it already looks like super cool.
I think if like I played Minecraft full time, I could easily finish it in like a week.
Mm-mm.
But playing like 2 or 3 hours, like a day max,
Yeah,
it's like not how I want to play every day, you know?
right.
I'd rather do different stuff within the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I kind of get like that too. For me also, it's like if I'm gonna invest a week into this, why am I not investing a week into like an outside project I could actually use in my real life?
Yeah.
Like building a greenhouse or building a climbing thing for a little one. Like, so I just
Yeah,
get
it's
all
such
wrapped
a
up in
time
that.
sink at that point.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I feel exactly that way.
Yeah. And right now, like,
Like,
I'm a little more okay spending several hours or several streams on Minecraft or something because I'm streaming, and it feels a little more justified if I'm trying to get like a viewer base or something. But,
hmm
but yeah, if it's just one project, I relate to that. Sentiment. Flying looks so good in the 1.7 Cobblemon update. I
like the act of flying?
Yes, they're adding like that you can mount the mons, or at least many of them. I don't know if it's all of them because that would be kind of weird if you could ride a Pikachu. But one of the things that they're doing in the mount update is that they are adding flight, but they have like 2 or 3 different types of flight. So a mon like Garchomp that does more like gliding will have you have to like run and get some momentum and then jump to fly. And it's a different type of control that you have to have over the Mon while you're flying versus like a Charizard that's literally from nothing you can jump and then fly and you can WASD. It's really cool. I saw somebody going over the snapshot recently and I was like, oh my gosh, I am excited. A couple of the legendaries they're gonna add as, I think some of the first legendaries that they're adding to base Cobblemon
hmm
are Latios and Latias, which were based off of airplanes. and the flight mechanics are literally going to be like a flight sim. So it's just like runway and all situation. Like it's gonna be so cool.
That's so funny. You take my Latios to the runway.
Literally, it's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited for, like, I don't think that, I'm a little bit disappointed that, aggressive mons aren't coming in this update, but I do get it. I mean, they're doing some pretty huge stuff for 1.7. And then I'm hoping either next update or 2 updates, so probably another 6 months after 1.7 drops to a year, they're going to have wild nests out in like generated as you generate chunks, and they're gonna have breeding mechanics just like daycare mechanics. They're gonna have there's currently a mod called Friends and Foe, and they're gonna integrate that where some mons are going to be aggressive and some of them are going to be passive. So you aren't just because a lot of people play without mobs enabled because they want the full Cobblemon experience. This gives them some like version of having mobs. So it's really cool.
Okay.
And when you're just going around hacking down Pokemon, they'll actually be like, "Ow, that hurt. I'ma kill you now."
What was I searching? I gotta respect the Cobblemon like creators. That's so much work actually.
Yeah, and they're literally not allowed to make money on it, or Nintendo is gonna come for their ass. So like,
Or Microsoft. It's Microsoft for
Microsoft, yeah.
Minecraft.
Well, no, because Nintendo is the Pokemon company.
Oh yeah, the IP for Pokemon. Well, both of them probably get come for them.
Right.
Pokemon, I think, is still under Nintendo for
Yeah.
the actual like the property of like the Pokemon like sprites and everything like that.
Yeah. But
Like
yeah.
Game Freak owns the process of like the game, like software and that type of stuff. I don't remember exactly. I used to know this type of thing.
Yeah, I just never want this mod to go away. So I'm just like I am very thankful that the mods are so careful to not infringe on any copyright shit. Like,
I mean, if they're not making money, there is zero lawsuit to actually happen.
right. It's literally just a mod that they love. They love the Pokemon's franchise. They're doing this out of love, from what I understand. So, huge respect, huge thank you to them, because this has been really cool to see it grow over the years. They also want to do NPCs fully integrated too. They've got like a professor. Right now they have a Nurse Joy villager that's already been integrated. That is so funny. Because it's just a villager with a wig on. And a different outfit. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I have not. I'm also trying to figure out how to build a tree farm.
Oh yeah.
I want to be able to auto farm
wood.
Yeah, so I don't have to go chop it anymore, at least for regular logs.
Right.
But people make these like just little overkill.
Glad that they still exist, because for a while I thought that tree farms didn't exist anymore. For some reason I thought one of the updates had like killed everybody's tree farms, but maybe that was just an issue that was temporary.
Maybe it just killed a certain edition of them. do I have all the resources I need here?
Bless you.
Yeah, this actually seems like a, thank you, pretty reasonable stack. I'm gonna check the, I can't believe they removed down, or like dislikes on fucking YouTube still. Like, it's actually such a bad update.
It really is. And also the time frame in which they did remove them too was like protecting some pretty shitty people.
Yeah, I feel like I remember seeing that and be like, seriously? This is why? Like,
Yeah. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I do remember it was like some people that shouldn't have been protected.
yeah.
Like Roblox situation kind of deal.
Oh my gosh.
Bless you. Okay, I need to break one of my diamond blocks because I need yet another pickaxe, and I don't currently have enchantment.
I got 41 saplings.
I've like, whenever I think of dance, I always think of like square dancing clubs. So I've always been like, do I want to do that? So that's cool to know that she like is able to do other types of dance.
Mm-hmm. No, she picks up dance super fast as well. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Um, like she's in a group for dancing as well, and even among those dancers, like she has a lot of respect for the fact that she can just pick it up so quick.
Mm. That is so cool.
And she said it herself, like if dance was a viable like career, um, it's probably what she would have done instead of engineering.
Yeah. I mean, that's Joseph too. He would have absolutely continued down the route for chef if he could have supported a family off of it.
Yeah.
And I would have encouraged him if we could have made money off of it.
I think the world is at a point where we really should be able to pretty much do careers as we wish. I think there is only artificial scarcity at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the problem was though, opportunity and venue.
No, that's what I mean. Like the fact that like opportunities are so difficult to come by, or like the amount of money provided is not enough.
Mm-mm.
Like it was probably a purely financial decision for him to
It was.
switch.
It was absolutely.
Yeah.
For me to stop supporting him, I felt absolutely awful. I would not have had to ask him to step away, and he would not have stepped away if it wasn't financial.
Yeah. And I just don't think the world is at that level of scarcity in the US anymore. Like, I mean, the amount of like labor and money the US produces, we could easily support people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's enough ambitious scientific people out there that we don't have to worry about like progress halting.
Yep. And don't know. I was gonna say something that was expanding off of that, and my brain decided to not keep the thought.
That's okay. I'm just rambling.
Me too.
Me and my communist server.
I may not agree with your political beliefs, but I can still play on your server.
I'm not communist. I am. Yeah, I recognize it depends far too much on like goodwill of other people. That just doesn't exist.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, at the grocery store the other day, it's like freaking, it's old white lady like witching hour right now, the last several days. Oh my god, I was minding my business with my son. We were going around, old ladies were coming up to us to say hi, and it was like they were being weirdly standoffish, like, but like respectful, and I appreciated that, and we had some good interactions, and then this lady is like commenting on how he's mean mugging her, and I'm like, yeah, we missed a nap, we had to go grocery shopping, and she goes, um, yeah, whatever you need first, huh? Or just something along those lines of like, you're such a selfish mom. And I was like, well, you know, him and we win some, we lose some days. Both of us. And I just walked away. I was like, what the fuck?
What the hell? Mind your own
What the
business.
fuck?
What?
Like, yeah, I'm so selfish because I went out of the house when I had no other opportunity besides his napping time to go get food for our family.
That's so bizarre.
Just some random
Piss off.
complete stranger. And then later on in the same day, little one had pointed out to some of like the balloons, but they were display balloons. So I was asking around and I was like, "Hey, are those only for display? Do you guys sell them?" And one of them she didn't want to talk to me and she was just very dismissive, but she did say like everything's for sale, nothing's just decoration or whatever. And so I went up to the help desk and I was like, "Hey, I heard from somebody like that these might be for sale. I know they are decoration. Like, how would I go about doing that?" And she said, "Oh, these are for sale." Or she was a very helpful, sweet girl. And she said, "These ones are just for decoration. We don't sell these, but let me go make you one real quick." And she was really sweet and she ran in the back and made us one. And then we were walking around the store with it and he was having fun with it. And this lady runs up to us, this like super old white lady, and she's like, "Those are just for decoration." And I said, "Yep, we've got our star right here. Somebody made it for us and they were really sweet about it." And she just like huffs off like I've just like cussed her out. And I'm like, "Okay."
So bizarre.
It's like I don't understand. And then Joseph was at the store the other day and people were like super grouchy too. And I was like, "I don't know. Is it this town?" Like what's going on?
Yeah, what the heck?
uh, and that's like I don't normally have like those responses from people. Usually people are like really sweet about little one and like wanting to interact and smile and talk with him and people have just been like
Yeah,
either really skittish, like I'm about to like throw hands and scream, or and I don't come off like that, I hope, ever. Or
not really.
like or they're just like making like little side comments like that. And like literally had no conversations with you before this moment. What the hell?
Yeah, why are you going out seeking violence? Like, chill. Damn. Whack.
Whack.
Very whack.
Yeah. Oh, people be crazy right now. Oh, I missed a phone call from my mom.
Oh,
Hey, streaming while little one naps. What's up? My mom's gonna get a puppy. I'm so excited because
Oh.
I'm gonna babysit the puppy and I'm gonna live vicariously through her because I don't get to have a puppy for many years still. She's getting a red Labrador, no, a red golden retriever.
Red golden retriever?
Yes. So they literally look like redheads. Like they have like this like auburn fur
Oh.
and they're so like I mean they're golden retrievers, so they're family dogs. And she got to go meet her puppy and yesterday and she sent me like the cutest picture ever. She's gonna Did you ever read the books Hank the Cow Dog?
No.
Like when you were little? They're really funny, almost like satire kids books where it's about this like farm dog who it's like him and his sidekick and he's always getting into hijinks and he tries to run the farm and he thinks that he's like cleaning up after his human, but really he's the one making all the messes. And it's just really cute and fun. And I barely remember the books, but they came out around the time for if I don't know 100%, but I believe that they came out around the same time as the Magic Treehouse books. If
I
you
do know
know,
those.
yeah. So so she would read them to us and she remembers them. So she's gonna name like and they were precious for her as mom. So she's gonna name her puppy Hank after those books. I thought that was such a cute thing. Because otherwise Hank is a weird name, but to have that like memory and like sweetness integrated with all of that is really I just thought that was really cute.
That is very cute. Hmm.
My
I'm watching this wood duping farm. How do I do this? This is a
hmm.
weird farm.
Oh, they're having a new Commander Sealed event. That's a good. I think I get the picture they're trying to paint. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors with handles on your side. You're allowed to open, close, or lock them. You are the home. Protect your peace like shelter. That was kind of a good quote. Poor Tony Hawk.
What? Sorry. I was trying to hear something.
You're fine. I just said, well, there's a quote that I thought was a good quote, um, don't wake up yet, Bubs. You barely went to sleep. Still got some sleeping to do, like a whole more hour. Poor kid. I think because Husbando and I have been so stressed out, he's been feeling it a lot, and like we're trying to keep it away from him, but like we like feel it in our bones, and kids pick up on
Mhm.
that, and so he's been having a hard time staying asleep, and I'll have to do some outside time today or something. Try to take some breaths, run them out, some energy out. And I was just saying poor Tony Hawk earlier because it's like every post I see is him saying, "Yeah, people keep telling me that like, man, I look so much like Tony Hawk." Oh,
Wait,
okay.
people tell you you look like Tony Hawk. Wait, what?
No, no, no. Tony Hawk says people keep coming up to him and being like, "Man, you look like Tony Hawk."
Oh, yeah, okay, I do know about that. Sorry, I got
No, no,
really
no, you're
confused
good.
because I'm like trying to make sense of this like TNT duper at the same time as like
Sorry.
talking. And I'm just like, it makes no sense. Like, there's no reason this should work, but it just
Mm,
does.
interesting. Yes, turn over. Try to sleep some more, baby.
I'm glad you get to relax a little right now. I mean, I know it sounds like you're emotionally quite stressed out, but physically relax.
Well, we finally, after yesterday, hit a moment where he's open to some space from the people that I don't want to be around. Um, and we really struggled with that because my stance is if I'm taking a break from them, our son does too. And
Hmm.
because of some of his raising, um, him not pleasing them, um, is very difficult for him, and he really struggled to be okay with that boundary. So at this moment, at least for a little bit, um, I can take a breath that my son won't be around them and that I don't have to deal with being around them. Um, because I personally feel like they are dangerous, at least psychologically and emotionally. But at this point, after the last thing that happened, potentially situationally as well. So, um, hopefully we can either get some couples counseling or get him some counseling that he may need and take the break that we all need and that he's not going to feel like 2 weeks is too long because I need multiple months. At the very least, I mean, I would ideally I'd like to set it up as if it's forever, but we're not there yet. Not my choice because they're not my people. No matter what, I'm going to protect our son. Try to
Hmm.
protect myself, try to protect him. Only so much you can do when you're in a relationship. It's an compromise, communication, difficult situation. So I hoping like this is day one of being at agreement and last a little bit.
I hope so for your sake as well.
Thank you. So I
It
gotta.
sounds like a lot of stress.
Yeah, yeah. Last time this happened, I wasn't really able to eat for 2 weeks, and it doesn't last that long this time. But I'm so nauseous. I know you're trying, bud. Come on. He was playing with toys for like an hour of his nap. And it's okay, it's still quiet time. Like he's still like entertaining himself in his own space, but it's not him getting sleep. And he did knock out. Now he's like, okay, I'm awake. But he's being good and chilling and trying to go back to sleep and laying down. But then he pops back up. I try to give him until 12. So 12 minutes. I'll let him get up a little early. He's such a dork. I love him so much. He's super into dancing right now. So like whatever music it is, he'll just like bob to it. And he'll put his
That's
hands up.
super cute.
Yeah, he'll put his hands up too, like a worship pastor or like a DJ. It's so fun.
He's got the grooves.
The
Groovy baby.
best. He's decided my fish
What
aren't
was
allowed to live. He keeps unplugging their life support, aka their filter.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny because I won't even like I have it blocked off, but then he's able to like navigate some of our blockades and stuff right now. And I have to be really careful to like monitor it. And sometimes I'll walk by and I'll be like, why don't I hear running water?
He's like, no, all the attention for me. Any means necessary.
I don't know, his personality's starting to come out so much and he's just so funny. So fun to have around and I'm so proud of him. He's so smart. Since our last conversation, I've been trying to sign with him more and he's already got the sign for more. He's starting to use the sign for milk again because he stopped doing it for a while. He's starting to learn all done. Like just from like the last time we talked, I've been like he's so smart.
Yeah, kids are smart. They deserve the credit. That's so cute though. I'm happy for you.
Just I swear that kid. Best. It's what keeps me
Shoot.
sane is just going, you know, I love my husband and I love my kid and they're so good to me and I'm doing everything I can to be good to them and our life is good. It's just difficult right now, but not because of any one of us, really.
No, it'll ebb and flow. That's how it goes.
Yeah, no, I just meant like our circumstances are not like we're having a difficult time, but it's not like our fault that what's happening is happening. And I get
Yes.
to take a pause and I can just say, you know, my family's amazing. My husband, my child, and me, and we just being able to focus on just us. Our life is so good. Like my husband's doing an amazing job. He got me home. He's working always to improve like our position and financially and we have this great opportunity to save for our future and our son is constantly learning and growing and right on schedule and like our cat is awesome and like there's so many positive things.
I noticed you left the fish out.
My fish are super fun and constantly breeding and throwing some really cool
Oh.
males. Well, they're throwing some really cool male like patterns and stuff. I have guppies right now. And my gouramis survived the move. So, you know, all of that's positive. Is it 4 and then I do a slab? I do a slab on the top and bottom. I don't really know how they did the inside. Because I want to use it as a room, I may not do the same thing that they did, but that's okay.
I just saw a very interesting post on Instagram.
Oh yeah?
It is, so it's this woman that I know that's been married for a few years.
Uh-huh.
But it was a wedding post, so I was really confused.
Oh.
Her husband is from Brazil.
Okay.
Went to school here in the States. So I guess they did a like second wedding but down in Brazil.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's like so small and like intimate but like so beautifully set.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Damn, the bar is so fucking high.
Second weddings do tend to be pretty amazing. Because, like, you've already gotten to a point where you know what you want and you're stable enough to provide it.
Yeah, they're financially pretty stable now.
Yeah. Someday
They're
I
out
want
of
to do a
school
second
and
wedding.
stuff.
I'm so, like, thankful and happy with the first wedding, but I don't know, it feels because of what we're going through, like, I recognize that a lot of the wedding was a compromise and it wasn't what I had pictured. And someday, like for a 10 or 25-year anniversary or something, I think it would be fun to do like a second wedding, potentially in the way that we pictured. Like whenever Joseph and I were just the two of us were discussing it, it was going to be in like my mom's backyard with some fairy lights and some pretty flowers and an arch and just the parents and siblings and I and maybe some friends, but like super
Mm-hmm.
super intimate and small, and we were gonna have like a little bit of a cookout for food, but nothing crazy, and just gonna be quiet and beautiful and small. And um, someday like that would be really sweet to celebrate like that, you know. I like I like the idea of that when I see people do second weddings for their various reasons, you know.
I would support it because I mean I think most of our generation it's a huge like financial tool is like a wedding. At a point where you're just like still starting to begin to accumulate wealth.
Mhm. And then
And I don't know what happened, but like the trend of like parents paying for weddings really died really fast. It used to be like pretty much
no,
exclusively that.
no, it didn't die. What happened is, I don't know what's happening with the generation above us, but oh my god, like there's some good eggs, like my mom, your guys' parents, but like there are so many parents using weddings as leverage. Like they have an image of what they want, so they're like, well, I'm paying for it or the majority of it, so I get to make the decisions. And so the kids are going, nah, fine, we'll do it our way. We'll figure it out. We're good.
That's fair. I guess like traditions aligned more back in the day. Like you didn't question it if you were told you'd have a Catholic wedding, for example. You just do it because like you probably were gonna anyways.
Maybe, yeah. I just now that weddings are seen to be more of a celebration of the couple and the couple's day, and that they get to make the decisions. When parents are like, well, we're paying for it, so we're gonna make the decisions. The couple's like, okay, well, we don't need you. We don't need to have a good, like, fancy, like, crazy wedding. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, checks. Is he awake?
Yeah, he's about to get out of bed too. We've got one of those like Montessori style beds, which is it's basically a floor bed. So he's able to kind of there's no climbing and getting hurt or anything. Like he can just kind of slide out of bed if he wants and play with toys and have some quiet time. And I think it's controversial within the parent space because some parents are like, well, they need a nap during nap time. Like they shouldn't be getting out of bed. I don't know. I think it's my gut says that it's good, that it's positive for him to know that he has the freedom to get out of bed and have some quiet time to himself and do what he wants to do and rest and sleep when he's tired. But my structure that I give him is this is the time that you're in your room. And if you need me there to comfort you for a little while, I can be. And then whenever it shows that I'm not being beneficial for his nap or quiet time, I say, okay, I'm going to give you a big hug. I'm going to give you big kisses. And then I'm going to say night-night. And right before I close the door, I make eye contact and I say, good night. I'll see you in a couple hours. Good night. And then I'll close the door. And usually as long as we follow that routine, he's like, okay, cool. Because I'm like, if he's sitting there just sobbing and crying, I'm going back in. Like, I'm not just gonna leave him to that. But we're making a structure, the two of us, you know, and understanding the two of us, and it seems like he's doing well with it.
Hello.
Good morning.
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 Did you ever finish, or how long did it take you to find that bench in Hollow Knight?
Like 4 hours.
Oh, you
Oh,
found a
okay.
woodland mansion?
No, he was playing Hollow Knight yesterday.
I forgot you weren't
And I was like
there.
trying to stay awake until he found it, and I was just like, fuck this is not worth it.
Nah, it wasn't worth it, but I did it.
Nice.
I'm glad, dude. I'm glad that it wasn't worth it, but you did it.
I think my thumbs are actually like getting tired.
Bro.
Trying to do the maneuvers required to parkour that place.
I to an interesting place with my tower system. Really don't want to have to chunk mine more, so hopefully I don't have to. Do. Different heights. Okay, by that it's 7. Technically 8 with the inside block, but block here. Oh, that's why it's 8. inside block. God. It's still okay if I do this though.
This item sorter is not working, and I have zero clue why. But I don't want to ask Sean, because poor Sean has already put so much time into figuring out the redstone.
Well, I mean, if he's on next, it might be something to tell him.
He's probably asleep, to be honest.
I was like, right now, maybe not. It's like, I get that you don't want to like wake him up for it, but. Yeah, I think he wakes up like 2.
To be honest, I should probably get up and work, if I'm being, like, mature about the decision making.
Yeah, same.
Do you have more work to do? Really?
Well, I have a presentation I'm giving in 2 months, but I have to get,
But nothing for Pfizer anymore?
well, no, the thing is I have to get it approved by Pfizer, like, I have to get legal disclosure. So I have to
Gotcha.
finish it, like, I think the very technical thing is 90 days before, which is already passed. But generally, if you give it to them at least, like, 30 days before, you're fine. But that means I have to, like, get to work on it.
Alright.
And it's kind of like a bonus thing I'm doing, so I can't, like, do it at work.
Alright, little one is getting tired of being alone, so I'm gonna hop off. Hopefully I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, see ya.